countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Personally, I don't understand how we lost that last one. I thought that deck was going to lead us all the way to a post-labor... shoot, I can't remember the last word. Anyway, today we are looking at some decks specifically emboldened by the new set release, World Superstars. We have once again brought the wheel to the table. I'll be looking at 4 decks, Alex will be looking at 4 decks, and we've structured them in such a way that there will never be a mirror. Shouts out to I Wish I Was Dead for feeding us these monstrosities, and honestly, I'm really excited to play most of them, with one exception. So Heraldic is a really viable deck during this time. It has like a double monster reborn that's tribal and an unbelievable ability to spam thanks to a card that for some reason we got super late, Heraldry Patriarch. Chronomally is in the same boat, finally getting Nebradisk. Mecha Phantom Beast is a control strategy in its own right, unshackled from its splash in, of course, Dragon Rulers. And there's a 4th deck on the wheel as well. All right, let's see what we get. And just as a heads up, if we get anything but Chronomally, I'll be disappointed. Thank the good Lord above, I cannot wait to bring the out-of-place artifacts to the table.
I gotta be honest, I don't know how we won last episode. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing when it comes to anything Quasar related, but here we are. So we are going to be picking from 4 new decks courtesy of the World Superstars format, something that you probably didn't know even existed. There's actually a lot of good decks in here for Jank specifically, which is I think why Joseph and I are so excited for it. So we have Battling Boxer, which actually received support in this set. I don't know if it's good, but it's actually decent. Star Seraph, Heroic Challenger, and Galaxy Shaddolls, which when you see these 4 decks, these all seem pretty playable. And so I think these are some of like the more like mid-tier Jank decks we've had. I think we're gonna have some good games. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're bringing today. You know what? I will not complain about Heroic Challengers.
Chronomally. Stateside, we hardly knew ye. So if you're unfamiliar, Chronomally is a very strange series of monsters. These monsters, called out-of-place artifacts, or UPA, in the OCG, were a force to be reckoned with. Nebradisk set up a recursive rank 4 engine, and their 4s and 5s were very powerful. Machu-Mech and Hyuk really could go toe-to-toe with a lot of 2014's power players. Unfortunately, the TCG didn't get this card imported on time. As a result, by the time Nebradisk came over stateside in World Superstars, it was pretty much on the way out and couldn't contend with the format's top threats in Burning Abyss, Shaddol, and Qliphort. Things had just changed. We played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a different way than we did before, and the artifacts found themselves once more located in the wrong time period. But this is history of Jank, so we're gonna play it anyway. You should be at least a little bit familiar with Chronomally. After all, we've played them before on the history of Jank, though that time I cheated my ass off, making Pleiades with a bunch of non-light monsters. However, this time I think we're going to play a little more fair. If you're unfamiliar, these cards are all representative of actual real-world artifacts discovered by archaeologists, and so advanced or representative of advanced technology, they were attributed either to ancient civilizations that had the capacity to build space shuttles or aliens. I really would recommend a deep dive into what each of these cards represents. Obviously, some like Maui or pretty straightforward, but things like Gordian Knot and Golden Jet are really fun to look up the history of. Anyway, most of the deck centers around this card, Chronomally Nebradisk. When this card is normal summoned, you can add a Chronomally card from your deck to your hand, except for Nebradisk, and if this card is in the graveyard and all you control are Chronomalies, you can special summon this card from your graveyard in defense position. Now, that does lock you into Chronomally monsters, but they have their own tribal 4 and 5, which means that not only do you have the ability to overlay for Hyuk, if you have something like a Golden Jet, you can also overlay for a Machu-Mech. These cards also play well with each other. These 2 Xyz on your side of the field at the same time are functionally an OTK, and the 5 pool has gotten a lot better since 2014. We've got Zenmaiya, we've got Pleiades, we've got Ptolemy, Volcasaurus, Durandal, and the like. We've jammed another 2014 All-Star in this deck in the Artifacts, 2 Scythe, 1 Moraltech, and a Begaltech, alongside Artifact Ignition, a card that we don't see a ton of play with, but is functionally just an MST with upside, provided you're playing these monsters, and Artifact Sanctum, which of course needs no introduction for anyone who's been Scythe-locked in the last 2 years. Outside of that, we are playing not only 5-star monsters and cards that can modulate to 5, but also 3s. That's because these rock monsters overlay quite nicely into Gorgonic Guardian. This card, once per turn during either player's turn, can change a face-up monster your opponent controls as attack to 0 and negate its effects, and then as an ignition can destroy a monster on the field with 0 attack. On your turn, it's a negating removal spell. On your opponent's, it's just a negate, which is unquestionably good by 2015 standards. Unfortunately, being locked into Chronomalies means that frequently you're not able to access the really powerful tools available at the 3, 4, and 5 slot, and as a result, this deck did not have what it took to compete with the other meta monstrosities, but it's still fun to take a look at. Unfortunately, one final thing I'll add about this archetype is that what you're seeing right now is as good as it gets. They've released legacy support for this archetype since, but it doesn't change the fundamental gameplay loop. You're still expected to make a 4 and a 5 and hope that it's enough. Konami, give them something else to do. With that, let's get into the card by card. Crystal Bones is a Cyber Dragon, and if you special summon it from your hand, you can special summon a Chronomally from your hand or graveyard. Crystal Skull can be pitched to the graveyard in order to add a Chronomally monster from your deck to your hand. This is a 1-card combo into Crystal Bones special back Crystal Skull, and then of course you can overlay for Gorgonic Guardian. Golden Jet smooths out a lot of weird boards where monsters are different levels. Gordian Knots has when it's normal summon, special summon a Chronomally from your hand, and its level modulates to that. Maui is just a free special, and Nebradisc was already explained. We've got Moraltech, 2 Scythe, and a Begaltech because we're on a tight Scythe package. We do actually need to play a card that can occasionally unclog our back row. 3 Maxi, 3 Ignition, a Soul Charge, 2 Dark Holes, and a Raigeki, triple Sanctum, Vanity's Emptiness. We're not playing a lot of spells, so Spell Fragrance is in here, as is Torrential Tribute in the side. We've got Lancia, we've got Mistake, we've got triple Flying Sea, double Cyclone, Honest, and Denkoseka. In the extra, we've got Machu Mech, which can detach an Xyz material to target a face-up monster your opponent controls, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between its original attack and current attack, and this card gains attack equal to the damage inflicted. This is incredible with Gorgonic Guardian. Hyuk says during either player's turn, detach an Xyz material from this card, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, its attack becomes 0 until the end of the turn. You contribute a Chronomally and then target a monster whose attack is different than its current attack and destroy it. Wind up Arsenal Zenmaiya, double Pleiades, 1 Ptolemy, Volcasaurus, Shark Fortress, Artifact Durandal, which we can occasionally maybe even activate, Exciton Knight, Castel, and Rhapsody and Berserk. So with that, let's see if we can fulfill the dreams of TCG players in 2014.
Most of you are probably already familiar with the Heroic Challenger cards already, but you may not realize this is actually what they are because we never called them by their actual name. Thousand Blades is the blade in Clown Blade, paired with, of course, Perform Age Trick Clown, and Assault Halberd saw a reasonable amount of play as well. The other ones, not so much, and there's a reason for that. It's because, they're not as good, but there is one thing they're good at, and that is swarming the field. And there's one monster in particular that likes having multiple warrior level 4 Xyz monsters on the field in number 86, Heroic Champion Rongominiad. I'm not exactly happy that we are playing a Rongo deck, but this is arguably the first actually playable Rongo deck in existence, even though it wasn't like how it is in like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In like the later era of like, 2021, 2022-ish. This is the first crack in like, what are we in, 2015 in history of Jank, but it is still annoying enough that is something that people have to contend with. So let's do the card by card. Blue Mountain Butter Spy is basically like a Warrior Kage to Kage, which is pretty good. Goblinberg just lets you summon another level 4, which is good because the rest of our deck is just all rank 4s. Assault Halberd is kind of like a Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster you don't control any, you can just special summon this, so that's nice to get that out. Double Lance, this card was in Sealed Showdown, I think, if that gives you any indication how good this card is. On normal summon, you can special summon a Heroic Challenger Double Lance from your hand or graveyard and face-up defense position, which is good because at least this allows you to just get more fodder onto the field. Thousand Blades allows it to just be special summoned back very easily. Photon Thrasher is kind of like Assault Halberd, so there's a bit of conflict here, but that's perfectly okay. And then Extra Sword, an Xyz monster that was succeeds someone using this just gains 1,000 attack. So it's just trying to make anything you summon with this just even bigger. That's it for the monsters. The spell, we have Book of Moon, double Dark Hole, triple instant fusion, because Carbonal Warrior is a level 4 warrior as well. Raigeki, triple Rhoda, because this is still a 3 for some reason. Soul Charge and Foolish Burial. And the traps, Compulse, Warring, Torrential Emptiness, and triple Call of the Haunted. The extra consists of the aforementioned Carbonalas and a Panzer Dragon. We have Castel and Exiton, a Gaga Cowboy, Excalibur, which is a great warrior Xyz as well. Gendiva is also an underrated one. This card's actually pretty good. Triple copy of Rongo Miniad. I guess you can summon multiple of this with this deck, and honestly, this doesn't really surprise me. We have Utopia, Utopia Prime, a Blade Armor Ninja, and Stellar Knight Deltaros, and the side deck's just triple Flying Sea, triple MST, triple Fairy Wind, triple Mind Crush, and triple Max C. I'm excited to see how this one plays out, and hopefully we can summon some Rongo. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Joseph, I never thought we'd be using World Superstars as a benchmark for anything, let alone history of Jank. I guess it's fitting, though. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. This set was like Dawn of Majesty in that it didn't change a goddamn thing for the competitive player base, but it was basically Christmas for all Jank enthusiasts.
I can't believe there are this many Jank strategies that spawn, like, just from this one set. It's actually remarkable. It's like, you get new archetypes, you get legacy support. It's crazy. It's absolutely
about
absurd.
5 cards that we were 5 years behind on importing for some unknown reason.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Let's shout the patron. It is Benjamin Entholzer. Thank you for the support. Apologies if I butcher the name. Joseph, you had the hand up for me.
Yes.
I rolled a 5 for the number of materials I need on a specific Xyz monster.
Oh, I picked 9. I just thought 9 would be fun to pick.
For no particular reason.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Best of luck, buddy. You better hope my hand sucks. Otherwise, I don't know if this might be the quickest History of Jank episode ever.
Oh, it better suck because mine's looking nice.
Okay. Mine's looking okay. I just don't know if I can actually fully get us there. Okay. Main phase 1. Oh, Mr. Rothschild, you are so lucky. I think I am 1 off no matter what way I slice it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I was looking forward to it, but unfortunately, I don't think it's good enough. Oh, wait. I just need 4 materials. Oh, you're fucked. Never mind. Oh, wait. Don't you detach an end phase?
You
How this
do
works?
during my end
No,
phase,
you do need the 5. Oh, my God. Okay. I think we just go for it anyway. This doesn't really make sense otherwise. All right, well, I guess we'll do it. It's 3 materials, which is still unaffected by everything, so that's good enough for me.
Sure.
Okay, we'll go 1,000 Blades.
Yes.
Use the effect.
Yes.
We're gonna pitch this. We'll go into Extra Sword.
Uh-huh.
I've already normaled, so I'm basically at the end of my turn here. I'm going to make Heroic Champion Gendiva.
Oh, this card's crazy. Wait.
This card's actually, sick. This card
is nutty.
Yeah, so on top of it, it's also 3,100 because the Extra Sword is boosting it. So I will just pass on this, and let's just see what you got.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Stand by main.
Yep.
Shit, this deck is so good. I will begin. We've got some stuff going on, actually. I'm going to normal summon Chronomally Golden Jet. I will activate the effect of Golden Jet.
To increase the levels, that's fine. It's a 5.
Now, you have a very powerful card that stops me from special summoning level 4 or lower monsters. But it pales.
It doesn't stop you.
It pales in comparison to the Moai.
Oh, my God. I'm going to get Moai'd again like I did a few months ago.
All right, last time we cheated and made Pleiades with these 2. We will not do that again. Crystal Skull.
Sure.
Nebra Disc. Overlay these 2. It's just so boring.
Make your Volcasaurus. We know that's what you're doing.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's grab this guy.
So this is funny. I only take 2,100 because it's original attack.
Hilarious. We are going to set 1, 2, and then pass turn.
Back row. No Gaia Dragon? You don't want more damage?
No Gaia Dragon.
Main phase 1. Why are you playing back row? That's so lame. Okay. This is kind of a problem. Let's go Rhoda. I will grab a... This may shock you. I will grab a double lance.
Yeah.
We'll go normal summon double lance.
Yep.
Activate the effect.
Yep.
We'll get double lance. Anything here?
Yeah, let's put a stop to this.
Boo, boo, boo. Get your scythe or your morale tack or whatever. Okay. So Scythe activates. I can no longer see summon, which is boring. You have Nebrodisk, which probably means you're going to be able to kill me next turn, and that is terrible. I'll just write Geki to clean up.
Boo. Okay.
I'm done. Go ahead.
Stand by main.
I guess I could have attacked. What am I doing? Hit for 17.
You got it. I will activate the effect of Chronomally Crystal Boner.
Go for it.
This allows me to summon a Chronomally from my hand or graveyard. I could get out the Nebrodisk and go get a Chronomally. No, I don't think so. We'll just get Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. We're going to normal summon Nebrodisk.
Card's nuts.
We'll activate the effect. Could get Maui here. It does not do anything.
It's funny, though.
It is funny. Instead, we're going to get Crystal Skull. We're going to overlay these two for Gorgonic Guardian.
This card's crazy.
It's insane.
This actually killed me last time you played this.
It's truly shocking. I'm trying to see if I intend there to be an extra turn. I think not. So we'll snipe the defense position guy, and then we'll activate the effect to destroy it. And then we'll just go combat. We'll go 18 over 17.
Take 100.
And we'll go 16 direct.
I'll take it.
Second main, let's go Crystal Skull. We will grab Gordian Knot, I think. Yeah, he seems crazy. We will set one and pass it back.
Draw. Boy, it'd be crazy if you had another Artifact Sanctum in the back row, wouldn't it? What are the odds that there's another Artifact Sanctum to summon another Artifact Scythe to prevent me from Xyz summoning? What a world it would be if that would happen.
It would.
You want to just show me the Sanctum, but I will scoop if you show me the Sanctum. I literally can't.
Okay, I do have a Sanctum. Yes.
I'm dead. I'm literally just dead. Yep. Gee, what a great card Artifact Sanctum is. It's truly a fun and enjoyable. It actually is a very fun card. My deck just sucks. That's the main problem.
I don't think it's very fun. I think it sucks ass. But, you know, what doesn't suck ass is this hand. Go off, King.
I wish... God, can I just summon the Rongo at least? Like, that would make me feel better. Okay, if anything... No, that doesn't even work. Oh, my God. I can't even get, like, 4 guys on the field at the least. I'm not even asking for the 5 mat. I just want the 4 mat. This is terrible. I can't make Gandiva again. I can't just make Gandiva and pass. There's no way that's the move. What if I just pass? Then you scythe me and I lose. That's what happens. Special Photon Thrasher.
Yes.
Normal Extra Sword.
Yes.
Make Gandiva.
Wow, what a cool deck.
Set a back row.
Oh, there's a back row this time. Oh, this hand isn't looking as good as the last one. Okay. I'm gonna normal summon Nebrodisk.
I can't do anything about that.
We will activate the effect.
That is fine.
Let's grab Crystal Skull. Then we'll go Crystal Skull for Gordian Knot.
Sure.
Okay, so Crystal Skull is actually insane. Crystal Skull's unbelievable. Yep. Rest of them, maybe not. Set 3. Oh! Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Set 3.
You think I have back row removal? You're hilarious.
All right. We're just chilling in Cedar Rapids. Nebrodisk, do your best.
Okay. We'll draw.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's a card, I guess. I don't... What other back row are you playing? Can I just kill you? That would be, like, ideal here. I cannot. I think I am... Battle.
Yes.
Just hit.
Now I'll take, what, 13?
13.
Yeah.
Second main. Honestly, I'm just passing. Go.
Sanctum.
Go for it.
Begal Talk.
Yeah.
I will activate it.
Go for it. I wonder what you're going to pop.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I wasn't expecting both of them.
Yeah, sometimes this just happens. Let's try and pop Gandiva.
Yeah, it's the only thing you can pop. You're good.
All right, stand by main. Let's overlay Moraltech and Begaltech for Durandal. Ooh, we could go Zenmayo. You have to target exactly 2.
You have to target exactly 2.
All right.
It's quite annoying.
I kind of wanted Durandal. I'm not gonna lie.
To do the hand shuffle?
Yeah, do the Thug Shaker. What am I doing here exactly? It kind of fucking suck if I did this whole thing and never made a Chronomally. So we'll go normal Gordian Knot. Gordian Knot effect. We will go Golden Jet, and now he's a 4. If I go to a 5, unfortunately, Gordianot is Earth, and I can never make Pleiades, even if my life depends on it. So instead...
You can make it with the Golden Jet and the Scythe. What are you talking?
Yeah, but I want to make it with Chronomally. And I can't bring back Nebrdisk because I control non-Chronomally monsters.
Chronomalies.
All right, we'll...
Boring.
Yes. We'll try for the back row.
I'll chain it, set him.
It is not a normal spell trap, so that's fine.
It is not. Durandal does nothing.
Oh, I had such plans. Such beautiful plans. That I could still accomplish if I draw into the right cards with Moral Tech. No.
So this is 27
Yeah.
total. Okay.
Back to you.
All right, the problem is I still have to play through a fucking Durandal, and that's, like, annoying. Actually, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say.
Traps, so it's actually worthless. Oh, okay. Can we clean up the board, then, in that case? Potentially. I'm going to set 1 card.
Yes.
I'm going to activate Rhoda.
Yeah.
With Rhoda, I will grab Assault Halberd. Special Assault Halberd.
Yes.
Normal Thousand Blades.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Effect Thousand Blades.
Yes.
Or do I even do that at all? No. I will normal Thousand Blades. I will just stay here.
Yeah.
Trying to clear everything. I just don't want you to have the fucking Gordian knot lying around.
He's just chilling.
Guess this works. We'll go Instant Fusion.
Whoa! All right.
Let's get Carbonala Warrior.
Okay, a little less all right. I was kind of expecting Norden, but we've got some years on that.
Yeah. We'll overlay. Let's go for Blade Armor Ninja.
That's Blade Armor Ninja.
We'll go Thousand Blades, Pitch Double Lance.
I see. So you didn't want to get locked. I got it.
Yeah, that was sort of the problem here. We'll go Extra Sword.
Yep.
Now we are locked, but we can go for Excalibur here.
Oh, God. He's a heroic.
He is a heroic. We will detach for Blade Armor and then go to battle, I think. Yeah. So we're going to go the 3K Excalibur over your Durandal.
Take 6 here.
And then 3,200 over the Gordian Knot.
32.
I'm sorry, 2,200 over the Gordian
Hey,
Knot.
oh my God. Come on. Don't scare me like that.
I was also trying to get this under the Blade Armor, but it was just not working out. We'll just take out Pleiades then, too.
Yep.
And that's we're all in. Go ahead.
Okay, and you are also all dead. I will special
Probably.
summon Crystal Bones.
Sure.
That permits me to special summon Gordian Knot. Because all the monsters I control are Chronomalies, I really want to go Nebrdisk. That really fucks me up. I'm thinking how I want to do this. We'll go Nebrdisk, and then we will normal summon Golden Jet.
Sure.
Golden Jet
all in.
effect.
Okay.
So the 2 or 4s and 2 or 5s, we are going to make Hyuk and Machu Mech.
Oh my God, I'm just straight up dead.
We will Hyuk to change your Excalibur's attack to 0. And then we will Machu Mech to deal damage to your Excalibur, or pop your Excalibur and deal 2,000 damage to you, and he gains 2,000 attack.
And we are.
And now we just get in there. See, we played Chronomally monsters.
Yeah.
It was
You
a
did play
Chronomally
Chronomalies.
Draw
Yeah.
for turn.
I could have gone.
Where was it all game? Where was it?
Excellent. Excellent. I could have gone for like the format Rongo, but I didn't think it was going to like actually last. Because even though you couldn't kill it, I feel like in the next turn you would have been able to, no problem.
I mean, it's
so,
a hard
I don't know.
sell to be like, invest
great.
everything into Rongo against a deck that's like, sure, I'll just reborn Nebrdisk. Like, good luck.
Yeah, precisely. Let's try the game 3.
Yeah,
I want to try this
of
again.
course.
Just get Rongo one time, please. The restriction on Thousand Blades is actually kind of annoying,
It
too.
is, yeah.
Just because it's like, there's not many options, especially if you're like me and just summon Gandiva turn 1. Oh!
This
Great
is
deck.
your best shot yet,
Great
by the way.
deck. I will let you know, no, it is not. No, it is not. If you saw my hand, no, it is not. I will, oh my God, I will set 2 cards and pass. That's all I can't even make Gandiva turn 1.
Ignition, target this one.
You fucker.
Get fucked. It's okay. I'm not doing anything. We're going to set Moral Tech.
Oh, set
yikes.
Moral Tech. Boring.
All right, watch this shit. Ready? Bada bing, bada boom, bada bow. Go ahead.
Great. Fun game we got here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something. Foolish Burial.
Oh, wait, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Standby phase. Anti-spell.
We're just not having fun in this game at all.
No, we're not.
So I'm gonna set a card face down.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I actually have multiple cards to set face down.
This game is awesome.
You know what? Fuck you. Double lance.
I'll take fucking 17. You got it.
Take 17.
Ow. All right.
Go.
One time. You know what? Actually, I think I have a play. I'll take the 17, and then I'll go end phase Sanctum. We'll go Begal Talk. We'll pop our Moral Talk, and then we'll pop
the double
your
lance.
double lance. Draw. Stand by main.
Sure.
You know, Pleiades is actually really funny with anti-spell. I don't think it's good. I could Durandal. Yeah, I gotta get this fucking hand out of here. Durandal.
Sure.
Effect.
Oh yeah,
Each
because
player
it works.
with a hand.
Each player with a hand. I have 0.
All right, check
yes,
this
you
shit
get
out,
a free
asshole.
mulligan.
Bada bing, bada boom, a bada bow.
The best part is you will not need to use any of these cards against
Yeah, I
me.
know. I don't think it's really gonna come up. All right, come on, show me fucking Neberdisc, please. All right, 1, 2. No shot. How did it get worse? Oh.
Okay.
Could be anything.
Thank you for showing me how it got worse. Appreciate it.
How do people do that? Go ahead.
We will draw.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by main.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
Another.
Standby. Whoa. Fucking this guy.
So the problem now is Durandal's actually online.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of obnoxious. How do we deal with that? Can I Rhoda?
Yes.
Got that far. I don't know if it does us any good, but we got that far. I will grab Extra Sword.
Yes.
I will normal summon Extra Sword.
I'm in. Thinking here.
I will Call of the Haunted.
Ah! Targeting?
The only target I have.
Ah, suck my ass.
No! What the?
This game is fun. This is a good one.
This is a great time.
This is going
oh,
well.
great. I got a dinky little Extra Sword he's not long for this earth. I will set another card and cry immensely. Go.
Stand by main.
Yep.
Durandal. Get this fucking shit out of
Go
my
for
hand.
it.
I should have kept the anti-spell. I didn't know I'd get another draw off this. Well, it's better than it has been. Combat.
Sure. This is 14.
Go.
Draw.
Yeah.
You don't have materials, so that's good. So I can actually play the game now.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the fact you have vanities at
Yeah, I was like,
let's change that.
no! How could you do this? Sure.
I know that card's Scythe. You don't have anything. Can I kill you? You're on 63. Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm in.
Normal double lance.
Yeah.
Call the Haunted.
Oh, we've
Extra
got 2
Sword.
double lance. Okay, yeah.
Overlay.
Yeah.
Blade armor.
Yeah, this is 66.
Blade armor effect. It's 64.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess you got it.
It's just enough.
Oh boy, that was a fun one.
You know what? Considering you anti-spelled vanities me, I don't feel bad
Yeah,
about it.
that's fair. You got me. I have been.
I feel like the blade armor ninja thing is cooler than actually making Rongo. Like you can just like literally just kill them with 2 cards as long as you have Extra Sword, and that's kind of crazy. But no, this deck sucks. Let's talk about your deck first, because Chronomally I think is the more interesting of the 2 decks here.
Yeah, no. For a long period of time, people kind of speculated that when this deck came to America, it would just be a tier 1 super threat based on performance in the OCG. Sound familiar for about 15 different formats? Well, it all hinges on this card, Chronomally Neberdisc, and unfortunately, as I said in the opening, we did not get this in time. It was supposed to come out, like, I think late 2013. And
yeah, it was at least 2 years.
Here we are in 2015, and we just now got it. And, you know, back in the day, Neberdisc was a great mechanism for which to go into powerful rank 4s. You saw in Game 2, Hyuk and Machumek are pretty good. And, you know, the rest of the Chronomalies aren't terrible. We're still playing, like, 1 or 2 bad cards, but, like, Gordian Knot, Crystal Bones, Crystal Skull, and Golden Jet are all pretty good. They're strong cards. But at this point in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, I mean, making a 4 or a 5 every turn, maybe getting into a scenario where Machumek can do like a 5k damage swing doesn't amount to much. And that's because there's other
Right.
decks in the format like Burning Abyss that can make a 7,500 point swing with Barbar as like inevitability by basically just blinking. It also doesn't help that it had a pretty poor matchup against most of the other decks at the time. It doesn't have a really good in archetype way to deal with cards like Shadow Construct and the way that it can loot Shadow Fusion. And for that reason, you had to go into generic extra deck monsters like Durandal or Pleiades, and doing that turns off Neverdisk for future turns. And unfortunately, I mean, it's poetic, I guess, that the out-of-place artifacts deck ended up just sort of out of place. But instead of appearing too early, it appeared far too late.
Think about when we played this deck in History of Jank. I want to say it was a few months back. For anyone who's seeing this and is like, there's no way Neverdisk could be this good. Place this card in the deck that Joseph played however many episodes ago, and look at the context of the other decks, not the Jank decks, obviously, but the other, like, good decks around that time, and realize how much stronger this card would have been by comparison. It's shocking how, like, and the OCG does a good job of explaining this as well, of course. My deck is terrible. No surprise there. This is History of Jank, but Rongo Miniad is a card that strikes fear in the hearts of many, especially those on Master Duel and even modern TCG players as well, because you read this card, and anytime you see something that A, says unaffected by other card effects, and B, if that's not enough, your opponent cannot normal or special summon monsters, someone is going to try to find a way to abuse this. And it took until early 2020s for that to really happen. But this was like the first crack at people trying to figure this out. The problem is that most of the cards that this deck plays don't really like give you enough bodies to get to the full 5-mat Rongo, because you need the 5-mat, otherwise your opponent's going to be able to special or normal on their turn, and that's not where you want to be. You want to be able to just get that Rongo out, and the next turn you're going to be able to kill them. You have your 1,000 Blades that can get an extra body, and then it locks you into Heroics, which kind of sucks. It's good because it gets you the body, but you have the downside that you only have the options of this, Gandiva, or Excalibur, which is fine if you can game them, but otherwise it's just an annoying drawback. Assault Halberd, which is a special summon but doesn't generate another body. Extra Sword literally does nothing. It just makes your guys bigger. Double Lance does give you an extra body, but it's like not, you need more things that give you more bodies, and that's where things like, Goblinberg and, Thrasher and Blue Mountain Butter Spy, that's where these cards are supposed to come in, and unfortunately, it's just not enough. Even when you pair it with like Instant Fusion and just all the good warrior support that exists, you're just not going to be able to get there consistently enough, and then you're just playing a bad rank 4 deck that's basically locked into the warrior archetype, and you're just praying that you're going to be able to actually be able to compete.
Obviously, Assault Halberd and 1,000 Blades were huge game changers when they released, just because they form like an independently powerful resource loop.
Correct.
But the dream of making Rongo Nimiad, it just never really materialized until people started playing it in Dark Warrior, a deck that even stunning your opponent for a single turn while you detach during the end phase is sufficient, because you're playing so many huge, powerful monsters that you make through other means. Or if you're playing Master Duel, Sales ban Rongo Nimiad, which would turn off his effect for you for the remainder of the game, preventing you from ever having to detach, and thereby keeping your opponent off of normal or specials forever. In a format like this, if you're investing all of your material into the Rongo Nimiad, that last sentence doesn't actually prevent your opponent from setting monsters. So you have to figure out a way to continue to extend past Rongo Nimiad on the next turn, which is not easy to do. Otherwise, your opponent can set a card, wait a turn, and then just play afterwards. It's just a boss that seemed okay to print at the time. I mean, this doesn't really set off any alarm bells, seeing how it performed today, but once we got cards like the Bamboozling Gossip, Shadow, and Sales ban, suddenly it was a problem.
Yeah, this card was, I think people forget, this card has been out since 2015 and was legal for about 5 years before anyone actually considered this card a threat. And that's astonishing, right, for how powerful it truly is. But with power creep in the way that the game evolves, I guess it's not really too surprising. I think you pointed out correctly, though, is that it sort of falls back on the same problem with not having enough bodies. Because even if your opponent does set a monster, in theory, if you're able to get like a 3,200 attack Blade Armor or like a gigantic Excalibur, you have a means to somewhat clock them in the face, but you need more bodies to do it. And you probably had to sink your whole hand into this one Rongo, whereas with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! With Gossip Shadow, like you were mentioning, you're able to do that with a much more efficient use of card economy and still have plenty of follow-up, even if the Rongo does somehow get outed. So yeah, it's just funny seeing a guy like this that just like people kind of looked at him and were like, yeah, like you'd maybe get him off 1 in 20 games at locals, but it's like, and you'd feel bad about it, but then you just win every other time, and it's like, okay, whatever, like it's a gimmicky deck. And then 2020 came, and then and then everything changed.
Very true. I do want to real quick conclude this with an impassioned plea to Konami. I know you gave us more Chronomally support. Can you please, I know how the OCG likes to sometimes just fix archetypes with like a link monster. Please give us a card that fixes this archetype. All the tools are there. The new trap card is crazy. The new Xyz is crazy, but they still expect us to be summoning Hyuk in the year of our Lord 2023. Give us something else to do.
You just need Chronomally double helix. That'll fix everything.
Yeah, please.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shao1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Phoenix the Immortal, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Little Fade Leaf, Chris Hood, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Dalton, Inuno Taisho, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel by all community soon, Cancel by all committee soon, Cancel by all players soon, Corvain, Gray9, and Micah Pierce. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.